The 577 members of the National Assembly, known as deputies, are elected for 5 years by a two-round system in single-member constituencies. A candidate who receives an absolute majority of valid votes and a vote total greater than 25 of the registered electorate is elected if no candidate reaches this threshold. A runoff election is held between the top two candidates plus any other candidate who received a vote total greater than 12.5 of registered voters. The candidate who receives the most votes in the second round is elected. A consequence of the 12.5 threshold is the potential for three-way runoffs, also referred to as triangulaires.
Due to the suddenness of the dissolution of the National Assembly, significantly fewer candidates will compete in the legislative elections in 2024 compared to previous years, with only 4,010 candidates in 577 constituencies, the lowest figure since the 1988 election. The decline is also explained by both national and local alliances, as well as the absence of candidates in some constituencies in order to support other ideologically aligned candidates. Smaller parties, such as the Animalist Party, which presented 421 candidates and received 1.1% of the vote in 2022, but announced it would not present candidates in 2024, were the most significantly affected due to their inability to negotiate alliances with larger parties and present candidates in the majority of constituencies with such short notice. Leftist politician Francois Ruffin called on all left-wing parties, including the ecologists, to form a popular front in order to avoid the worst outcome. Calls for unity were also shared by Socialist Party, past leader Olivier Faure, Le leader Marine Tondelier, and French Communist Party, PCV leader Fabien Roussel.
Marine Le Pen promised that the RN would form a national unity government should it win the election, and in an interview with La Voix du Nord, she indicated she was open to the possibility of appointments for figures from the left At the same time, party leader Jordan Bardella said that he was the only one capable of blocking Jean-Luc Mélenchon and blocking the far left, and urged all the patriotic forces of the Republic to unite and prevent the left from winning. He also pledged to pass an immigration law allowing the deportation of delinquents and Islamists and cut energy costs. As Prime Minister, in an interview with Le Monde, Le Pen confirmed that Bardella would not seek the post of Prime Minister in the absence of an absolute majority.
On 18 June, Bardella urged voters to give his party an absolute majority for it to be able to govern effectively, while pledging to cut energy taxes to 5.5 from 20. Bardella pledged to uphold French military commitments to NATO and support Ukraine against the Russian invasion, but ruled out sending long-range missiles and other weapons that could be used to strike Russian territory, alluding to the possibility of Emmanuel Macron sending ground forces to Ukraine. Le Pen deemed Macron's title of Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces as honorary, given the need for both the heads and state and government to make most defense decisions, though constitutional law experts noted that the president's approval was still required for the usage of nuclear weapons.
The Ensemble Coalition of Renaissance, the Democratic Movement MON, Horizons, the Union of Democrats and Independents EDIDE, and the Radical Party was renewed after swift negotiations soon after the dissolution announcement.
The president of the Republicans, Eric Ciotti, spoke in favor of an alliance with the National Rally ARN during an 11 June interview with the French channel TF1. Olivier Marleix, the head of the party in the National Assembly, called for Ciotti's resignation in response.